Do you have 150,000 pesos? Because that's how much you may need if you get a positive result while in quarantine in the Philippines. What are you talking about? Let me share the experience of Babylin. Babylin is a balikbayan who went home together with her boyfriend. They quarantined together in the same hotel and they ended up spending 150,000 pesos they paid on the quarantine hotel. What happened? Let me share the experience of Babylin. Hi guys, I'm just gonna share my experience. I arrived here in the Philippines last December 25. We got positive results with my boyfriend last December 30. Even though we have no symptoms, like we have zero symptoms. We were told that Bureau of Quarantine will pick us up and transfer us to another quarantine facility, which is supposedly free, covered by the government. We tried to call the Bureau of Quarantine. So many numbers we were given, but none of them worked. And then our hotel cost 7,500 a night. So at this point, it's like 6 days of the 10 days quarantine that she needs to do because she's positive. And looking at the hotel fee po, 6 days out of pocket po namin. The hotel cost 7,500 per night. At this point, our bill is so huge. Malaki na po. For 12 days we are staying here. It cost us 90,000 pesos already. And we are still not yet done for our quarantine. And that does not include our food. At this point, we contacted our lawyer because our bill is very huge. Then our attorney contacted BOQ and same day BOQ contacted us and we were told that their facilities are already fully booked. So they suggested that we extend our stay in our current hotel and finish our quarantine there. I was shocked when she mentioned that I should just stay where I am after I quarantine because it's better. She mentioned that from the time I tested positive, another 10 days quarantine. So overall, we will be released January 8. Our expenses is so huge, more than 120,000 on the room alone. That does not include the food. It hurts our pocket. This is what happened to Babylin. This is what's happening not just to Babylin but to a lot of Filipinos, non-OFWs who got positive results po. And it's becoming really increase na po talaga. Napakadami na nagpa-positive ngayon. Before, bihirang-bihira lang ako makakarinig ng positive. Ngayon, medyo naging common na siya, guys. Dahil talaga sa Omicron. Omicron is very mild and people don't notice pala. Meron na pala sila. Infected na pala sila. And with that, I am saying, what's the point of this? The point is many Filipinos are getting positive results. If you got positive result before your flight, consider it. Although it's not really a blessing, but it's better than having positive result while on quarantine sa hotel sa Philippines. Kung nag-positive kayo sa hotel, guys, at bakasyonista lang kayo, if you only went home for a vacation and nag-positive kayo sa hotel, 10 days as positive, yellow list, fully vaccinated yung assume ko. 5 days pa dun sa normal protocol, magiging total 15 days. Naku po, ang laking bawas dun sa mga nagbabakasyon lang. I was in contact with another kababayan who also got positive result and she's only meant to stay 3 weeks in the Philippines. But then, 15 days nakuha na sa hotel quarantine. Out of 21, 6 days na lang to spend time with her family. So this is people who are only going home for a vacation po need to think about. No, others are canceling their flights kasi daw madami masyado yung cases. Actually, it's a reasonable thing to do. If you can postpone your vacation lang, kung vacation lang, and knowing that the isolation facilities that are supposed to be free po for those who are positive, even for non-OFWs, are already fully booked. So the risk of spending big money on quarantine hotels if you have positive result is so huge po. If you can get an insurance to cover your isolation expenses abroad, it may be a good thing. It's actually a good thing to give you reassurance. And we have to understand na sasabihin naman ng iba, pera-pera na naman yan kasi gusto magstay ng matagal sa hotel. We have to think about po yung facilities po that are reserved for positive sana, they are already being used by residents in the Philippines, as we know that there is also a surge in cases in the Philippines. And others cannot do home quarantine because their house is not suitable for home quarantine. Walang sariling CR, walang sariling room. We know that, 'di ba? Common in the Philippines. Kaya po, again, of course po, our government needs to prioritize residents in the Philippines compared doon sa mga naka-quarantine na sa hotel. While Philippine Airlines also, airlines actually, not just Philippine Airlines, even the US, there is a shortage of staff because many people are getting positive results. Even governments and other countries and here in the Philippines shorten the quarantine na nga, especially for healthcare workers. But the aviation industry is also affected, guys. Their frontline team members in ticketing offices, contact centers, and other support teams, and even mga airline crew po ay nagpa-positive din. Kaya nababawasan po yung crew nila, nababawasan po yung manpower nila. And because of that, they may be longer times, waiting times for calls, reservations, longer queues in ticketing offices. Yan. So, if you can use po yung website nila ng mga airlines, that would be better. Or if you purchase ticket through agent, sa agent ka na mag-direct. While Hong Kong banned nga 7 countries including the Philippines, US, Australia, and other 4 countries. And with that, of course, canceled yung flight Philippines to Hong Kong. And that will affect Hong Kong to Philippines too. So, marami po yung nadamay, not just travelers from Hong Kong, pero yung mga may transit sa Hong Kong. And you guys know that Hong Kong is one of the countries with zero COVID policy. Gusto nila walang COVID. Kaya kayong may surge, kahit ilan lang nakapasok sa bansa nila, lockdown or ban agad. So, I don't really recommend buying tickets with layover in countries na yung zero COVID. Yung Taiwan, Hong Kong, China, Macau, yan yung mga countries gusto na talaga zero, guys. Right now, we're seeing talaga an increase in cases, Like the other day, 5,000, 10,000, 17, ngayon 21,000, grabe talaga. And 70% of that cases is coming from the National Capital Region. Ngayon, NCR pa, guys. And we know that it always starts in NCR. It will not take siguro weeks until other parts of the country will also report surges. And although there are positive, optimistic news about this Omicron, now that it will give natural immunity, herd immunity to many people, it doesn't mean that we will be complacent. No, we still have to follow the protocols. We always have to think about our healthcare system. That's number 1, diba? And even nga, kahit hindi COVID, madadamay po kung mapupuno yung hospital. Kaya, we still have to be careful. And speaking of careful, if you guys haven't got your booster shot, go get them. Go get it. I got mine today. Finally, napakahaba ng pila. So, if you can get your booster shot sa abroad pa lang, kunin nyo na po. Kasi dito po, naku po, very crowded, mahabang pila, medyo disorganized. In my experience lang, medyo disorganized ng konti. Like, yeah. So, yun nga, get your booster shot sa abroad kasi mas mabilis yung process, diba? Even with the Omicron, there's no room to panic, no? It's not like this is the first time. No, we're not in 2020. According to Governor Gwen, like it or not, Omicron will be here. It's already here. But how do we react to it? Even experts say that it is highly infectious but weak. It has evolved from infecting the lower lung to the upper respiratory. I'm asking our fellow Cebuanas to not panic. So, do not panic naman. Do not hoard mga medicines. Sino ba nag-hoard? Huwag mag-hoard. Only buy it when you need it. If you don't need it, then don't buy it. We know that there is a shortage already. While children who are 5 to 11 years old may have their own vaccination na in the Philippines by next month, by February, DOH and FDA already shared. While antigen home kits may be available na, according to FDA, they will be accepting applications for this home test kits and it will be issued by January 17. That's better, no? If we want to live with COVID, then testing kits, home testing kits should be available. While the unvaccinated may have a tougher life because the president is really keen on imposing restrictions on the unvaccinated. In fact, today he said, I am now giving orders to the barangay captains to look for those persons who are not vaccinated and just would request them or order them, if you may, to stay put. And if he refuses, he goes out of the house and goes around in the community. Maybe wherever magpunta, he can be restrained. Oh no. Yan. So, the Philippine government is really stern and serious in vaccinating everyone and calling out those who haven't got their job. While there is a video clip of a woman claiming that there will be a lockdown, there will be a martial law, and the palace said that there is no plans of a total lockdown or a martial law. These are fake news. Dismiss this idea. These are just rumors. So, bakit magpapanik for over one woman saying this, no? Wag po tayong basta-basta maniwala. That's the update for today, guys. Flight changes may happen anytime. And yung nagpa-positive, it's becoming worryingly, nagiging common na siya. Kaya, be careful before your flight. Huwag naggumala-gala. Pagkatapos makuha yung negative test result, as much as you can, stay at home na to avoid being exposed, no? While this is all for today po, for those who are going home for a vacation during this Omicron surge, rethink about it, reconsider it po if there is no time restriction naman sa bakasyon. While sa mga uuwi for good, well, wala namang option. Uuwi talaga. Umuwi ka, girl. Kung kailangan talaga, umuwi ka. No? Ipagdasal na lang natin, wala mga unnecessary surprise. Hindi naman lahat nasa-stress. Actually, mas madami pa rin yung smooth yung pag-uwi. So, I don't want to give you guys anxiety or panic. I'm just letting you know on what's going on and other scenarios that you may experience. So I will see you guys with another travel update. And if you want to know about the complete travel guide on traveling to the Philippines, the requirements, watch this video I uploaded yesterday po. And that is all po. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe and God bless. Bye-bye.